Fiasco Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Rob the Fiasco Reviews. Now, if this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to go down and smash the subscribe button down below if you don't want to miss out on content like this. Guys, it's Saturday. I know Kingsman came out Thursday, but me and the girlfriend had a little problem with the cat. The cat wasn't feeling well. This is my little baby kitten, Lexi. So that's why the review's a little bit late, but it's going to be action-packed, jam-packed, best review on YouTube, so you're smart for clicking on the picture that had a cat with a black guy and a white girl. It's a lot of things happening in a picture, but you're smart for clicking on it. Alright guys, so Kingsman the Golden Circle. I'm just gonna start off with saying it's not as good as the first one. I wasn't as satisfied as I was leaving the theater as I was watching the first one. And it's tough because this movie surprised a lot of people. No one, and I promise you, you're not that person that went into Kingsman, the first one, knowing that it was gonna be what it was. Because that movie just surprised a lot of people. It surprised me, and it was fantastic. But we're not talking about Kingsman Secret Service. We're talking about Kingsman Golden Circle. So guys, a lot of people hated that there was a lot of action, and I really liked the amount of action that they put in this. If they could have just
made it more real.
Made the first, this is a spoiler review, by the way. We're gonna talk about spoilers. The movie's been out for a while now, 2 days or a day or whatever, but still. My girlfriend, she didn't like the opening action sequence. She thought it was too video gamey.
It looked like it should have been a 3D movie with the way the action was shot.
Yeah, and kind of what Kingsman 1 did with that church scene, that iconic church scene. It did a lot of CG stitching, so it looked like it was one continuous shot. There's a lot of zooming in and out. There's a lot of like cuts when they cut behind people and then they started the shot again. They did that a lot, and I like how the action looks, but this one they took it to another level. And it looked a little bit fake at the beginning. I like it all because I love action, but it did look a little fake. It looked a little video gamey. It looked a little 3D dependent, and it wasn't a 3D movie. We didn't have glasses on other than these glasses, but yeah.
It was exaggerated. The action was exaggerated.
It was exaggerated, but it was like good exaggerated though. My big issue with this movie was like the story and how much they tried to put into it. This movie had no business being 2 hours and 21 minutes. That was a long movie. If they could have somehow kept the action but made it a more compelling story with all these side plots that are unnecessary, going on adventures that we don't need to do for the movie, this movie would have been a lot better. Better than the first one? I don't think so, but still a lot better. I mean,
it was very long because especially we had to watch it at 10:15 at night. We didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning.
And this girl needs her sleep, so
I need at least 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah, so that goes back to the kitten being sick, so we have to watch the later. Usually we go the first showing on Thursday, the earliest that we can go. But we have to watch the later ones. Maybe that's why you're a little bit cranky at the beginning? I don't know.
I was falling asleep on and off. Just because I was tired though.
Tired, not because of the movie. The movie was, the action was good. I also didn't like that they felt like they had to kill off all those people. I really was a fan of Roxy and wanted to see her story progress and how her and XD, there's a scene with her helping XD on his date with his girlfriend's parents, and that was a cute little scene. But in this movie, who knows? I mean, in this world, you get shot in the head, and that doesn't mean you're dead. So Kingsman 3, maybe Roxy comes back. I don't know. Comment down below if you're pumped for that. Maybe you want to see. You don't want to see what?
I think she's dead. Everybody died. It was very clear that they were all dead.
People get shot in the head point blank, and you think that she survived? Or she couldn't have survived?
Her house exploded.
That's different though. A headshot is so much more critical than a little bit of rubble on your body.
It's not rubble, you got blown up.
No,
her whole house, wasn't it her house that went all the way into the ground?
Yeah, but maybe she somehow survived, who knows?
Yeah, she had a secret bunker down there.
Secret bunker, Kingsman, I don't know. Maybe there's like a bed that folds up into her and then, I don't know. The gadgets in this though, the gadgets.
She should have survived though.
She should have survived, that's true. But I will use that argument that I don't agree with a perfect segue into the gadgets. Now, Kingsman 1 obviously had gadgets. It was more based in reality. Kingsman 2, it was like the fringe of reality going into comic book movie stuff. There was a few things in this movie that, like a baseball bat that turns into a metal detector. They had that suitcase. XZ always gets the best toys. That suitcase, that was a assault rifle that turned into a rocket launcher that turned into a riot shield thing. That was crazy. And then the robotic dogs, that was a little much. People eating people in meat grinders. That's very there's a line between reality and comic book, and this movie was like dancing, doing the crip walk on both sides of the line. I enjoyed it again because of course I love comic book movies, but
it was a bit much.
It was a bit.
There's no reason to make somebody just take one bite. She didn't make him eat the whole thing, so what's the point of making him do one bite?
Well, see,
Unless you're a psycho, I guess.
Yeah, there's a few times where kind of like the surrealness took me out of it, and that's like a little dock on the movie. I still, as a whole, I really had fun with this, other than it being a little long. And okay, let's talk about characters now, because Julianne Moore, I like her as an actress, but I didn't really like her as a villain. They kind of, like, they might have wasted her. I think they wasted her. She stayed in one spot the whole time. She wasn't really ominous. She wasn't scary. I mean, she fed someone, but even that, I was like, okay, so she's a badass that makes people eat people. I wasn't like, oh no, she's a scary villain. What are they gonna do? I was more afraid of my boy from Narcos, who's fantastic in this. I was more afraid of him and his electric lasso, so crazy, cutting people in half. He's swirling guns and shooting people, and yeah, you don't seem impressed by any of this. No? It didn't do it for you? Okay. So silence is worth 1,000.
It was a fun movie, but...
So, and because obviously this is a spoiler movie, and if you're watching this far, you know that it's been spoiled or you've seen the movie. My boy Channing Tatum, handsome dude, does things to my girlfriend that I don't enjoy. But he wasn't in this movie that much. They kind of marketed it like he was gonna be the main person. He had a sick fight scene with Eggsy where he just owned him and like took his watch and made him stun himself. That was sick, but
lasted 3 seconds.
It's 3 seconds. And then he had a little interview scene or an interrogation scene where he poured whiskey and threatened to burn their penises. But other than that, he was frozen the whole movie because he's a crackhead.
Yeah.
Again, the big thing with this movie, last time it was chips and cell phone chips. That was like, okay, it was on the fringe. It was closer to reality than comic book.
It was better.
This one had this drug that makes people look like Nightcrawler halfway through his makeup and made them. It was weird. I don't know if I liked the big paralyzation drug thing. It was part of the story. It, again, didn't take me too much out of it. But yeah.
And the president thing was...
Yeah, but she thought that the president was a very Trump-esque. Again, we live in Canada. If you didn't know that, if you're a first-time subscriber. If you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button down below.
He got impeached, so it was pretty...
Yeah, she liked when this fake Trump was in... He was an idiot. He was an idiot.
Over-exaggerated.
It was over-exaggerated, yeah. But that's what this movie does. It's known for taking regular movie tropes and just pushing them to 10. Last time we had, if you save the world, I'll let you do something to my something. And now they're married. And now in this one, he has to plant a tractor inexplicably in a place that's lower than her belt. Why is that necessary? Why couldn't he make out with her and have it on the tip of his tongue? Why did he have to put it on the tip of his finger? They take everything to the end, to the very edge that they can. And yeah, there was a lot of action, but I didn't really feel like there was one scene, like Kingsman 1 church scene. I've seen that a bajillion times. I've watched only that scene so many times. In this movie, the opening scene, yes, it's cool. It does look a little bit fake. I rewatched it like once or twice, but then I'd be like, okay, I get it. And then like the end scene where it was like Eggsy, it was pretty cool when like Eggsy was like side by side, like rocket launcher and fighting everybody. That was cool, but I felt like they took like the camera style, and it's a very cool camera style. They took that and they turned it up to 11, and it was a little much. It take me out, put me in, take me out, put me in. That scene was cool, but it felt like half an action sequence. I really wish that they had like one definitive, like this is what we're hanging our hats on. This is gonna be Kingsman. Give us a scene to remember. Obviously, this movie is doing very well right now. I think it made $40 million, or it's making more than that. Comment down below if you know the actual total that's made so far. So I think they're gonna make a Kingsman 3. I mean, the cast of this was fantastic. No one did, for all of the issues with the story, all the issues with the small issues with the action choreography and stuff. Well, the action, how it's filmed, not that the choreography is fantastic. Taron Egerton, if that's how you say his name, he was fantastic. Colin Firth was fantastic. Mark Strong was fantastic. I really liked Halle Berry. Channing Tatum was good. Jeff Bridges was very good as kind of like the leader of the Statesmen. The cast was fantastic. I never was taken out of the movie like, oh, he or she is doing this for a paycheck. Everyone felt invested in this movie, and I really enjoyed that. It's not as good as the first one, but it's a good movie. I'd say go out and watch it. Enjoy it with your family. Maybe not if you have kids under the age of 16. I don't know. What do you think? what would you say about this movie? If someone's like, hey, Melissa, should I watch this movie? What would you say?
Sure, why not?
You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Sure, why not? So that is our review of Kingsman Golden Circle. I think that you should go see it run out. Sure, why not? So do what you will with that. Comment down below if you've already seen this, if you're pumped about Kingsman 3. It's not in the works yet, but who knows? Comment if you've seen it, you didn't like it.
Yeah, you might as well watch it, because if there is a third, you know,
you need to watch the 2 to see the 3. That's how numbers work. So
no choice.
No choice, exactly. So ooh, I like that. So now you have no choice. Go on, watch it, comment down below, come back, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, do all that good stuff. Guys, if you haven't followed me on Twitter already, what are you doing with your lives? I don't even know. Go down in the description. My Twitter's there. Follow me. Instagram there. Follow me. Snapchat's there. If you like cats or seeing black guys do fun stuff, follow me on all this stuff, because that's what you'll get. Okay, guys. And your boy Rob the Fiasco will end off this video in the only way that he knows how.
There is no spoon.
That took a long time. You don't know my catchphrase? What took you so long?
I wanted to like lean into it, not just jump into it.
You put her on camera 3 times and she's already a movie star. Look at this. What have I created?